So good evening all, and India has won the match against Australia. It's called the revenge of 19 November is taken. And I mean, what a match! What a match it was! I think a proper display of one-day cricket match which we all can expect. Um, at one stage it looked Australia is up. The next stage it looked India is down. Then one stage it looked India is up. Then Australia is down. So it was a proper display of a semi-final and what we call in Hindi a paisa vasool match. And I think brilliant display from India. And as usual, I think your comments, your suggestions will be part of our show as usual, and we will be taking all your comments and suggestions as we move forward the live. And so, guys who are watching live, what are your thoughts? How excited are you for the final? I mean, uh, we are going to judge the match in detail. What is going to happen, and let's. We are also waiting for our other guys to join. So yeah, in the meantime, if there is any comments, we'll also take that. And I mean, congratulations to India. Kudos to India. I think the way they handled the nerves. I think in Dubai, 266 runs were I think never chased. I think it was the highest score that India chased. I think, and the way the New Zealand team struggled against India chasing 250. So some nerves were already there. I think when India started chasing this 260 plus target, and chasing 260 plus in knockouts is never an easy thing. And the way I think hats off to with the way Virat Kohli played, the way he rotated the strikes, the way Shreyas Iyer played, the way Akshay Patel played, and the way then KL Rahul and Hardik played. I think it was a perfect testimony to how a proper ODI run chase happens. You take singles, you rotate the strikes, you take doubles, and then look for the bad balls, and then take the match to deep with wickets in hand. And once you have wickets in hand, even if the run rate is a bit more, I think that is not the issue with this Indian team because we have such quality of power hitters that they can steer the ball and hit for two sixes as Hardik Pandya showed in the final overs. So I mean a great display by Indian team, both from the bowling department. Bowling, if you analyze deeply, there are some weakness, but yeah, once our team members join, we will analyze more in detail. And I mean, wonderful display from Indian batting. And what to say of this team? I think the way they played. Um, the pressure of 19 November was obviously there. One day tournament knockout, and the way India played, the way they handled the pressure of Travis Head when he was batting wonderfully. When they dismissed him uh, at the right time, when Smith and Carey was building on a steady partnership, the way the way Shami bowled Steve Smith, and then the way Bapu, Daksha Patel dismissed Glenn Maxwell, it was a testament of how the Indian team kept the nerves and how they were determined to win this match. So yeah, so that is the way. Let me see if there are any comments or not. And in a few and in a while, rest of our teammates will also join so to analyze the match and all, and we'll also discuss the flaws, which because we as a channel don't overlook the flaws. The other channels would be just celebrating on the India's victory and all, but we as a channel will be also discussing that what are the flaws and what India needs to improve in the final. So I think Ashish has joined with us. Ashish, if you are joined, I think your camera is on, um, is turned off, and I think yeah. So Ashish is here, and I think rest of our team members will also join. So Ashish, your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, so it was a good match. Firstly, good display of cricket from Australia as well. Apart from maybe Maxwell and English, everybody chipped in. And on India's behalf, everybody played their part. Like KL, Akshar, Hardik, Kohli, the man himself, Rohit, and Gill with the start. So everyone played their part and did their bit. So it's a pretty round of match. The only person that I'm kind of disappointed with is probably Kuldeep Yadav.
Absolutely,
Being
we are going to talk about him. That what happens in his, like, I wanted to ask you the same question. I think that what happens to Kuldeep Yadav when he comes in knockouts? Does he take that extra pressure? Because in normal matches he is a match winner for India, but what happens in the knockouts? Like, why is he not able to deliver? Which is expected from him.
Yeah, exactly. Like that is something which is always a question. Like even today, he had a pretty average day. So uh, so uh, so exactly that's the thing. I don't have a good answer for that, but mm, uh, on Twitter, I had read some analysts post that his speed has also gone down, and that also might be one of the reasons. But yeah. And do we have any joiners to the channel? uh, are you joining in? बताओ भाई अगर आ रहे हो तो. Anyone in the chat? Anyone?
So hello guys, uh, Abhishek and Ashish, are you available?
Yes, I was waiting for you guys to join.
The live, I mean, you should have started. The live is on for 8 minutes 39 seconds.
No, no, we definitely started. It is not like that we didn't start. We were just waiting for other people to join.
Oh,
We
okay,
had
okay,
start. We had set the context. We had discussed a few things, and then we were just waiting for others to join.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Let Abhishek join as well. So, I mean, anyways, a fabulous day for cricket.
Hey, hi. Yeah, I got a
Uh,
call. Yeah,
yeah, not a problem. Yeah, a
yeah.
fabulous
So
day
the
for cricket, a fabulous day for Indian cricket
yeah,
fans.
and I think your analyst career is saved. I think you are telling that if India loses, then you will, I think, stop analyzing the game. So I think that
I think,
one is
I
also
think that,
saved.
yeah, I think that stands for the final as well.
Hmm. Okay, it's time for the final as well. Oh, don't risk your career so much. Yeah.
No, but I mean, anyways,
I mean,
uh,
yeah,
it's a happy day to
but
be an Indian fan. I mean,
it's a happy day
and
to me. At least, yeah, knocking out Australia is such a pressure, especially in knockouts.
exactly. And what about you, Ashish?
Yeah, certainly. It was a great
Are
day
there
of
any
cricket.
comments,
There are viewers,
boys?
but not any
Where are
comments.
the guys? No guys today.
I think they are
Is
still celebrating the victory.
probably, yeah.
No guys. Zero guys.
Probably
Just
both.
I think
I
two
guess
or three are watching. Three are watching. I think, yeah.
I guess one of them is me itself.
Okay, you are watching from another device.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Anyway,
I stopped watching,
Saptarshi,
and
Slowly
Saptarshi
people will
views.
come.
Yeah, Saptarshi views on today's match, especially now that you are a mere spectator and not a fan anymore. So you can probably bring in the most neutral perspective
Yeah, I
of
think
us
if
all.
you want a neutral perspective, I would say Australia, I think, panicked the moment they selected Tanvir Sangha, I think, out of nowhere. Because, I mean, yeah, we predicted that they can go to Sangha, but I think Sangha, with that kind of experience, he has played just 3 or 4 games. Anyways, they were playing Connolly, who has played 3 or 4 games in ODI format. Then they picked Sangha, I think. And the New Zealand match, where the pitch did so much in the second innings, I think that played a role in the minds that maybe this will be sort of a minefield, sort of a India test day 3 kind of pitch where it turns square straight away. So we want to bat first and use 4 spinners. I'm not saying that Spencer might have made a big difference, but I think they could have stuck to their combination only, not make some
So
extravagant changes out of anywhere. And
So
Connolly, to
Austin,
be honest, had his nerves. He struggled badly. Traviset was dropped, I think, the first ball. Then he counter attacked but got out. Smith was playing very well, but I think he just ran out of his patience and he was trying to over attack Shami because he realized that it was not easy to score off the spinner.
I
So he was
think
just
I
trying
think
to.
that time if they both stayed, I think Australia could have scored 280 easily. I
Yeah, I
think
think
Smith
36 overs,
and
it was 195
yeah,
or for 4 or something like that. So there was 14
those
overs.
two quick wickets
Had they
which
scored
fell in
even, I
succession.
think,
Yeah,
yeah, I think even if they scored run all of those 14 overs, I mean, 195 plus 84, how much is 279? So 280 around they could have scored. I'm not saying, again, 280 also may not have been enough. And to be honest, the pitch wasn't like the New Zealand game in the second inning. So I think that's also somewhere that Australia miscalculated. They could have chased also. They thought that it would be impossible to score runs in the second innings, but the pitch wasn't that much of a minefield like it was in New Zealand. It didn't do that much. I think Gill was a bit tentative against Duarcius, and it was Rohit was also lucky, and but
I
twice,
think it was a
and then he
similar kind
couldn't
of a
make
dismissal
use
which
of that.
Virat got out
He tried to
in the
sweep
2023 World
Connolly
Cup.
and got
yeah, Gill.
LBW.
I
Yeah,
think I think Gill was playing with the MRF bat today, so I think he replicated the Virat dismissal in the 2023 World Cup final.
yeah, and I mean, yeah, Virat and Shreyas. Maybe Australia. One thing Australia could have done is put in a bit more aggressive fields because India rotated strike pretty easily during that Virat Shreyas partnership. Maybe they could have taken a bit more risks had India gone for the boundaries. I think they needed to make a choice either to restrict the singles and push India to hit those boundaries, or just let them rotate the strike and not score the boundaries. They went with the second option, but it didn't work, to be honest. Yeah, they still picked up those wickets at the later end of the innings, but I think by then India was nowhere losing this game. Once it was 65 or 60 or something like that, India was not going to lose this game, to be honest. It was just like India was dragging the chase.
At some point, I think the 2024 World Cup final was coming into mind, or like everyone was convinced that India will win once Virat Kohli got out.
No, but India is not South Africa, to be honest.
No, I mean, the only worry was that I mean, you only had two batters in the side, then Hardik Pandya and Ravindra Jadeja after Virat Kohli gets out or KL
I
Rahul
think
gets out.
I think the maximum pressure was in that Zampa over when I think Hardik moved out 4 balls. It was 24 of 20. Then he smashed those 2 sixes. Now the second six, to be honest, at one point
It
looked
was
like
was
he had edged it, and then it straight came down for a six.
it
The
was a
second six
huge
was
six.
longer. It was 101 meters.
Yeah, so I think at that point, I mean, 24 of 20 had Hardik got out 24 of 19 trying to hit a six. I mean, still 24 of 19 is not something you should lose, but then again, in a
In this
knockout game, you
day
never know.
of age, because I think Jadeja had also had that experience, so I am not worried
Yeah,
about that one. Yeah,
yeah, and Rahul also looked in
especially
good touch, to be honest. It wasn't like Rahul was struggling.
I think that what India wanted to do is that bring the runs under 50, and I think when India brought the runs under 50 runs, I think it was India's game. I think they were not losing from
Yeah,
there.
However, from today's match, I have a feeling that we are going to see prime KL Rahul, opening again for Punjab. I mean, he's playing for Delhi or Punjab. Delhi, right?
Delhi, Delhi,
Right,
Delhi.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
absolutely, I think the knock Kelol played today was brilliant. I think he took all the pressure of Virat Kohli. He didn't allow the run rate to
yeah.
increase.
Yeah, I think the only negative for India would be today maybe Kuldeep Yadav. He didn't in the bowling. I think
No,
uh,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
and also I think he's played 4 knockouts and till now all
that's
four
what I think
knockouts
me
he's
and
looked
Ashish
a
were
bit poor.
discussing. That me and Ashish were discussing the same point. That why Kuldeep is not so effective in knockouts, but in normal matches group stages. He's a game
I
changer
think
for
this is
us.
his fifth knockout game, to be honest, since 2023. I mean, two in 2023, two in 20. No, I think 2024 England game he was good. He got 2 or 3 wickets, but that was
Yeah.
again due to England were already under pressure by the time he came to bowl. Against South Africa, he leaked a lot of runs. Klassen went after him badly, Klassen and Miller, and even 2023, I think Mitchell and Williamson went after him one game, and Travis Head went after him in another game. And this game again, he leaked a lot of runs. Carey and Smith got quite a few runs off him. Even Dorsia hit him for a six, I think.
Absolutely, I think. And
Yeah, I mean,
Even Dwarcius, भाई मतलब Dwarcius is a good batter. Like he's a decent enough. He has a strike rate of 140 in T20s, so he got the hitting ability for sure.
yeah, but I would have wanted, Pat Cummins in this Australian side.
but to be
Pat,
honest, like yeah, I don't think that would have also made a big difference. To be
I
very
mean,
honest.
I
Yeah.
mean, I don't want him to make him a big to make a big difference, but wanted him to taste this bitter side of the, uh, you know,
Defeat.
yeah, defeat. Yeah.
No, yeah, I think we did in T20 World Cup, yes, but I
I
think
mean, I mean,
defeating them
I mean,
in,
T20. I don't consider that a serious sport, to be honest. I mean,
but
although we are
still,
playing a lot of T20 cricket, but I mean, and that was also Super 8. That was also not like a proper knockout game.
yeah, but we
So
knocked them out. It was knockout for them, so there's a, yeah,
But let's be fair. Like there's at the end of the day, this is just sport, and they're saying that you though having one captain taste like in his entire career, Patrick Cummings also has faced a lot of defeats in his career. So it's just part and parcel of the game and of life that sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and
yeah, no,
that's
absolutely.
yeah, no, but what I dislike is the audacity that I mean, audacity that he has. Which at times has backfired. For example, before the T20 World Cup, he was asked which 4 teams do you see in the final. He said in the
Stark
top
was
four.
asked. Mitchell Stark was asked.
No, it was Pat Cummins,
Yeah,
and he said it was Australia, and you can choose any other three you want. And Australia did not qualify. So I mean,
I
sometimes you
think,
need to get a you
okay,
need to get a
yes,
reality
yes,
check.
reality
I
check.
mean,
yeah. Now if how I understand him, understand this situation is it's not more about being like what you say, like being oh like क्या बोलते हैं, घमंडी को, I'm not getting the right word for that.
egoistic,
Arrogant.
Yeah, arrogant. So it's not
arrogant,
about
egoistic.
being arrogant, but it's more about being witty. That is what I feel about Patrick Cummings. As
Hmm.
how much I have seen him like yeah,
And
across his life and across his career, I don't perceive him a lot as a arrogant and egoistic guy, rather than
mm,
a witty and a playful guy who just
yeah,
is having fun during the interviews. So that is
especially
how
the
I
ads. Yeah,
to be
yeah,
honest.
and
Yeah, I mean,
especially the ads which
I mean
came.
that is a
Kohli,
completely
you play
different
so
issue.
slowly. Especially
He's,
the
Yeah,
those ads. I think now it like yeah,
yeah, and
so
also
those
that was,
those
I mean, that was more
he's
like
a
a,
guy with a golden heart. Like when India was going through COVID and all, he went ahead and he
nah.
donated a
As a
lot of
human, he is
money.
very humble.
no.
So
As a
he's a
human,
very
he's
generous
different.
and
I
a
mean,
No,
like,
very good
compared to the
guy.
lives of
yeah,
Mitchell Marsh and all
yeah,
those guys, I think he is very humble.
He's a
you
very
cannot
good
compare
guy.
sports with something else. I mean, like,
No, I'm not comparing.
Yeah,
I'm just saying his general. I'm just decoding his general personality. Like I also know him from all the bits and pieces that is scattered on the internet, and just on the
I
basis
mean,
of
yeah,
that.
everyone knows all the sports stars from the outside only, right? I mean, none of us knows anyone personally, so
yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
that
we
like,
is
can only
yeah,
comment from what
So,
we
so,
hear
so
them in interviews, in ads, in.
if you even take Shahrukh Khan's example, you will see during the interviews he's really witty. He's always giving those witty replies
yeah,
and all those stuff. That's a persona. You get what I mean? Like being
no, but
witty.
this,
absolutely.
That's
no, but this is, I mean, this is not exactly the same case. I mean, like nobody. I mean, Shah Rukh Khan will usually come up with, I mean, I'm the best, or you cannot beat me, kind of quotes. Only when someone attacks him. It's not like, I mean, I think someone asked him, like, why did you wear this shirt to this show? And Shah Rukh was like, when I have such a good face, why do I have to come to the show with a shirt that you like? So I mean, when you are going to attack a person personally, then that person might get triggered. I mean, that is my point. Anyways, I mean, I have no hard feelings with Patrick Cummins. I mean, the point I was trying to say is that this Australian side, people can say, and I mean, a lot of people will be saying that this is a depleted side. So I would have rather wanted, Pat Cummins, Mitchell Stark, Josh Hazelwood in the squad rather than Nathaniel Spencer Johnson and Dwarshiash, for that
But
example.
the reality is that you will be facing this squad only in the futures to come. So I think, yeah, I think in 1-2 years max.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
I
Yeah.
think again, I mean, in history it will be written India beaten Australia. So whatever happened, it happened. To be honest, yeah, there will be talks and all those things, but I think down the line it will be India who played the final, not Australia.
And to be honest, I
So
think Bumrah is equivalent to Stark and Hazelwood in ODIs, I would say, in wide ball. So we also miss Bumrah in that sense.
And we
So
also
Yeah,
don't
so,
have a fully
yeah,
fit
so
Shami. We are playing an 80% Shami.
yeah, yeah.
80%
So
Shami, exactly.
Sami is not at his best.
Even though
Certainly,
he bowled well today, is not at its best. The Shami we
Yeah,
saw
no,
in 2023 World Cup, that was a different Shami. Although I think the conditions are not suiting him or
even
what,
Kuldeep Yadav has just come from an injury, and this is
injury.
his first professional tournament right after
Varun
injury. So
Chakravarti, I think this is
he's
his.
also not able to get his
yeah.
best rhythm as
Varun
of yet.
Chakravarti deserves an applause. I mean, like,
No,
yeah,
no,
I
I think
mean,
Varun Chakravarti
he
also
got the
it is
main
his.
wicket today, first ball.
I think it is his second match, right, in ODI, or like he has played
Third,
before.
third,
No, no,
third, third. He played one against England.
Yes, yes, he has played one against England. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
second
पूरा
ODI he
जो
played.
एंटोनी सीरीज में तो
third
खेला है
ODI.
जो अभी हुआ था.
Third. So I think,
Third ODI.
and he is also not experienced. So yeah, I
But
think Siraj was also not there. So and everybody
again,
was questioning the bowling.
see,
So
on this
yeah,
part is that हम खिला भी तो नहीं सकते थे मतलब we didn't have enough spots to fill for pacers, right? In this kind of situation, I have a doubt. Like, I just want one thing that if on the final match it's not a four spinner track, I want India to be mindful about the fact that we are going to drop Kuldeep Yadav.
but I think if South Africa is there, I think India would surely
Yes,
play four
also
spinners.
who
South
plays?
Africa,
I think both the teams anyway play spin well. I think New Zealand and South
no,
Africa
no,
both
no,
play
no,
spin
no.
well.
South Africa, when you saw them playing spin well, they
I mean,
they
they
have, I
played
think,
the
the worst
spinners well,
record
right?
against.
In the World Cup final, T20 World Cup final, they played spinners well.
I'm talking about ODI World Cup. I think they
Why
got
are you
bundled out by.
why are you judging someone's spin playing capability based on T20 where it's like a belter of a track?
Exactly. I think you see their recorded performance in tests and the ODI World Cup which happened. I think India spinners mostly took the wickets. I think the last match.
Yeah, 80 all out.
Yeah,
But I still think the players, I think Markham and these guys, Klaasen, Miller, I don't think they really have that much of an, I mean, mind.
just now,
What can
yeah,
I say?
just now Varun
Mind
Chakravarti won
blockage
a
against
series.
spin.
Just now Varun Chakravarti won a series
Yeah,
against
but
them.
then again, it was a T20 only.
It was a T20, but yeah, if
I
you
think
yeah,
it all
so
boils down to how the pitch would be
No,
also.
no.
I mean,
Now let
playing
me
spin on a good
let me,
day and
yeah.
playing spin on a Turner is different.
Yeah, and let me put this to perspective. So Varun Chakrabarti bowling, well in T20 means that he has bowled exceptionally well, because in T20 you usually do not have much for the bowlers. You almost have nothing for the. I mean, you almost don't have anything for the bowlers, and especially on a track where India were consistently scoring 200, 250 or something like that. I think in that series, if I remember. And then Varun Chakrabarti choking the South Africans down to spin on the same track. I think that has to be the the brilliance, the individual brilliance of the bowler, rather than uh, uh, and rather than South Africa playing spin well or not well. I mean,
Yeah, so I
so I
think tomorrow,
absolutely.
once who comes then, and New Zealand, anyways, I mean, I think they have decent players who spin. Maybe last day they couldn't, but still, I mean, William, Rachin, I'm not sure though they will play Devon Conway or not, Daryl Mitchell, Williamson, Latham. These guys
To
are
be
good
honest,
players
I
as
think
well.
South Africa is going to win the match. South Africa team, at least to me, looks very strong. But yeah,
Also, it's
I
in
think you can
Pakistan,
have
so let's see.
yeah, but if
different opinions. But
New Zealand comes, then I think it will be a bit tougher for India, because they already have the experience of playing on Dubai.
Yeah, I mean, they will be they're the only team who have already played once in Dubai out of these
exactly,
teams.
and it's better not to have a 2017 recap where we beat Pakistan in the group stage and yeah, lost them in the final. Rather beat a new team.
Yes, yes. I think India would like to face South Africa, probably would want to face South Africa, just because of the fact that they have not played.
Yeah.
आशीष नींद आ रहा है क्या?
Yeah, bro. Like
I'm
I
watching the
was
match from 3 a.m. of my time, so I think I have to also go to sleep after some time.
was
Even
it
I'm
right
Yeah.
feeling
now?
sleepy. I missed my siesta. Time is 10:20.
Mm.
Surprisingly, there are not any comments today. I think
Yeah,
Yeah, I
everyone
mean,
that's what
not a
I'm.
single comments. I think this is the first live of a Champions Trophy where there's no more no comments single.
second live. I think there
Which
was
one? Which
one
was
live.
the other one?
I think me and Abhishek were there in one live. That was a dead
Hmm.
rubber of a game. I don't remember which one was it? Pakistan, Bangladesh.
Pakistan, Bangladesh, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think no match happened on that day, but that day our shot was the biggest hit. Ashish did it. I think 380 or something.
Yeah.
So Ashish is going to cover the final.
Yeah,
Final.
most likely till now, unless someone in the semis overtakes Ashish.
And the most important thing is that I think as
Vote
a
for
YouTube channel, I think this is our first tournament and our team is into the final, so that's also a good thing.
Yeah, vote for Ashish. Come on, guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ashish is gonna cover the finals. I mean, whatever happens, he is gonna cover it.
And he has done a good job. So guys who are watching, just please watch all our shots and
Yeah, and I mean,
share it with
to be
your
honest,
friends,
kudos
relatives,
to
and
entire team.
everybody.
Has been in the lives mostly. Abhishek has been here. Ashish has done well in the shots. Ritik with the thumbnails and all. Shubhradeep has also done a couple of recorded videos and shots. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We
I
can give
think
that
there's the
speech in
first
the final also.
Mr. Wolf. Who was the guy the other day just rambling meaningless stuff like the wide ball swings more for the openers in ODI cricket than in T20 cricket? Clearly doesn't think before speaking. Lol.
Is he talking about Gaurav sir?
Is he talking about something, someone in our live? I mean, did anyone say something like that?
I don't
Yeah, yeah.
remember it, but Mr. Wolf,
I can recall something along these lines, to be honest.
I mean, I don't
I
remember.
don't.
But I don't remember who said
I
it.
mean,
But
I didn't say I don't remember who said.
So
Was it
what is
Gaurav? Was it
what
I
Ashish?
is
Was
the
think
it?
it's
what is
Gaurav.
the point, Mr. Wolf?
I think yeah, Mr. Bull can clarify that who told that. I think he's also asking.
yeah, I don't remember who said it. But I remember some discussion like this happening. Uh,
But the fact that he has gone back to watch an older video and then come back to comment, I think makes a lot of sense. I
But
mean,
guys, since yeah,
it's a lot of hard
yeah.
work that he's put
So
in.
yeah, I have a few questions. I think yeah. So like
Yes, yes,
we
yes.
all know that India won, but like if you talk about the drawbacks, because as a channel, I think we should cover both the sides.
Yeah,
So in today's match, don't you think like when I was watching the match, my perspective is that when you're set, then why give the chance to Australian bowlers? I think the kinds of shot. I think Rohit. I don't
yeah.
know if
That
that is
guy
his
had a blank
intent.
screen the other day.
it was him.
Me.
Gaurav sir,
No, I guess Rajatavo had a blank screen, right?
Yes, I did have a blank screen, but did I?
Okay, I think
I
that
don't.
was Sunday. So did Rajatava say something like that? I'm not sure.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe we have to check. But
so yeah. So my
I
question
mean,
was that
anyways, the point that I tried to make was that in ODI the bowlers will have more help from the pitch than in T20 cricket.
I think yeah. So my question is that like don't you think like these are some of the points which Indian batters should take care of that when the match is set, then why take the game, like, give the chance to the Australian bowlers? I think the kind of shot Shreyas played, the kind of shot Akshay Patel played, the kind of shot even I was shocked at the way
I think
Virat
I
Kohli
think I think
played.
both of them were beaten by pace, and Virat I think wanted to you know
But
Virat, I
I'm
think that
seeing
was
the
sort of
finish
a.
up early.
I think he maybe just
but
didn't want
normally
to
we
time it
don't
that well.
expect
It just straight went to the
from
fielder.
players of the caliber of Virat Kohli to play that shot at that kind of and that kind of time. So I think he missed his well-deserved century and I think most probably that time he gave Australia a slight bit of chance which could have been avoided. So I think that is the point I wanted to ask. So what are your thoughts on that? Specifically the final is coming up. So if these points the batters need to take care of.
Yeah,
Yeah, to be honest, I mean that will be a thing like if you took it so long against a pretty new Australian bowling attack. I mean, I think New Zealand and South Africa both have a fair, far better bowling attack than this Australian team. To be honest, New Zealand will come with Henry. Who else is there? O'Rourke, Jamieson, and Sandner, Bracewell. South Africa
Bristol.
will come with Rabada Maharaj. Then there's, I think, Ngidi, Jansen.
Jansen.
Shamsi may play, I'm not sure, in place of Ngidi if it's in Dubai, if the pitch is supporting spin. So, I mean, that's it. So, you may struggle against those teams. But yeah, maybe India will hope Rohit is due for a big knock because he hasn't played any till now.
I think that was I was talking in the group that
I think
semi-final Kohli has done.
there was a 40.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Rohit and Gill
I
should
think
deliver in the final.
Virat has already delivered two good knocks. So even if he fails, he shouldn't be criticized that much. And I think Rohit now, if due, Shubman also has got one good knock, but yeah, he will surely want to get one in the semis or
I think
in the
the knocks
finals.
are remembered in knockouts. And yes, I think this was the point. I think Shaptashi also discussed about. I think in the shots that
Yeah, I think
King Kohli UBT, that why the that's what my question is, that like we saw Steve Smith batting with, who could not bat with that kind of strike rate. The last day we saw Williamson struggling with the strike rates and all. At one point of time we saw Joe Root struggling with by running. So what makes Kohli different? Because I think he's the oldest amongst the three of them. If we talk about the likes of Smith, Kohli, Smith, Williamson, and Root, but what makes him different? Like, because I
Ashish,
think,
maybe you can
Yeah,
take
yeah,
it.
yeah,
just yeah.
because,
2 years as King Kohli UBD. That's why yes, even today, the greatest player that we have is Virat Kohli, hands down. We won the last World Cup thanks to Virat Kohli's innings. This Champions Trophy, the way things are moving forward, it is because of Virat Kohli. The game against Pakistan, he batted like a real clutch player, and today, again a clutch innings. So even today, we don't have a replacement for Virat Kohli at least. Yeah, we can replace Rohit Sharma with Yashasvi, and that will be a very good thing. At least for the 20 next World Cup, ODI World Cup, I don't want Rohit Sharma in the squad to be honest. But Virat Kohli, I don't see anyone
And
replacing
I
Virat
want
Kohli.
Gaurav in the life.
yeah, I mean, Gaurav, if we come to the live, we might get
to
some
be
issues
honest, I
because
think
But
Rohit Sharma could have done well in the T20 World Cup next year, rather
Rohit
than the
Sharma
ODI World Cup.
Rohit Sharma's main like USP has become the template of Rohit Sharma's playing has become that I will come, I will score some quick runs and I will go away. That's the template he's following. In the ODI series, he scored 100 against England, but that England was a really is a really beaten England. And next thing is okay. Uh, in continuous, if you do the same thing again and again, in some instances you are going to get 100, but from an
बहुत
opener for
गंदा
a
shot मारा
cricket
है.
team, you want more than that.
Yeah,
Virat
Rohit was
Exactly, I
dropped
think
twice. I think once it was ICC put up some video that there was. I didn't watch that exactly. I think there was almost a recreation of the Travis Head catch.
Travis had
Labuschagne tried
catch.
to catch one.
yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I told,
exactly.
that,
Marnus tried to catch that. And
Yeah.
and that
on a
was a
funny
great effort. That was a great effort.
on a funny incident, after the first innings, Ravindra Jadeja was asked about his bowling, and Jadeja went like Steve Smith, and he waited like 10 seconds to take the name. He thought it through, and then said number 4, and then went on to say Josh Inglis. He couldn't say Manas Lemusank during
दो
the.
बार बच गया था फिर भी 30s में आउट हो गया था. Come on यार.
30s, I think he got out in 28 or something.
Yeah, I think he tried to sweep against Connolly and got out LBW.
That was
I
not required. I think the left arm at the ball coming in, and I think that was
I'm
not
not
the shot required.
I'm not against Rohit Sharma, but I will say कि भाई अगर यशस्वी आएगा ना वहाँ पे तो यशस्वी will play give hundreds. मतलब so it will be like कि both the openers are going मतलब anyone from the openers if they get going they are going to get 100 or a big
Bro,
ठीक है
Yashasvi
आशीष.
Jaiswal is there.
I think now Rohit Sharma has heard Ashish and he will come roaring.
yeah if he scores I'll be very happy but
I think by the law of average, Rohit Sharma should should have a big innings pending in the
Yeah, I
final.
mean he till now I think he's got 20s and 30s only. I think
No,
Bangladesh match
Bangladesh we
is not
got 40s, but
okay.
Bangladesh match
Bangladesh not
anyways
40.
we were winning that even if the top three didn't perform we were winning. So
Even if the target was 300, we would have won it.
yeah, I
I
don't
think
think
40,
so. I
20,
think
30, 40, something like that.
41.
Yeah, I mean, in that zone, 40s, 20s, 30s, and 40,
Yes,
20s,
but
something.
that's what I like. Yeah, yeah. You can go with a positive intent, but we all know Rohit Sharma, the player like which once we used to tell that at 5 World Cup 100s, the man who like when he scores 50, he goes to
भाई
make
दूसरे फोन से
150,
आता हूँ
200.
रॉयल एडिक्स नाम के आईडी से मेरा फोन सिस्टर को चाहिए स्टडी के ठीक है और एक दो आईडी बना लो और सब्सक्राइब कर दो फिर आ जाओ
Exactly. ऐसे 10 10
मुझे
आईडी हर दिन बनाता रहना.
दूसरे फोन से आता हूँ रॉयल एडिट्स नाम कल आईडी से
But it's
मेरा
very
फोन
like
स्टडी
great
करने
to see that. Yeah, I think even at this time people are joining us, and I think since it's very late in India.
या या
the thing is that my experience with live has been that the first half an hour is always dry.
So
Yeah,
Shubhadeep
Uh,
Chaudhary has a comment, I think. So thank you, Shubhadeep, for joining and our one of our team members. And is it a revenge? What are we thinking of the win?
I
no, no,
would
no,
like to
it's
say
not.
that
okay
It's
so
not a revenge.
see I think Shubhradeep I would love you to join this live and give your perspective also
yeah, and I
Hmm.
would like to take
because
that.
I think he also has a good perspective so I would like to listen to his also.
No, no, no.
The
This
thing
isn't
is
a
that
revenge.
I would
I
personally
think the
want
revenge will be
very
completed when we win
person.
the trophy.
I cannot compare a World Cup final, a home World Cup final, to a Champions Trophy semi-final. Yes, it's a great thing in the right direction, but not exactly a like for like revenge, like for like replacement for this. So
So
Thanks buddy.
thank you, Shubhadeep. And yeah, I think mostly our entire team will be live on the eve of final. And yeah,
Yeah, after the post match of the final.
yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly. I will be traveling on Friday night, so if there's any on
You will
that,
be traveling to Dubai to cover the final from there.
sorry.
I told you are traveling to Dubai to cover the final from there.
And
We need a reporter actually from our channel to go. Like other channels, reporters are going.
Habibi, come
So
to Dubai.
I think Shubhradeep take him with you and you both go to Dubai and we will be covering it from the studio.
So Shubhadeep has a point that it won't be a revenge even if we win the Champions Trophy.
I think India needs to beat Australia in the 2027 World Cup final, which will be held in South Africa, hopefully. So that will be the perfect
Bro, I
revenge of the
think
2003. And then when Australia is hosting another World Cup, I think if in that World Cup India is playing the final, I think if there
but
India manages to beat Australia comprehensively in front of an Australian crowd, like in the packed MCG or SCG or something like that, and the crowd goes silent, I think that will be the perfect revenge. But I don't see that happening very soon. I
but for
think
that I think Plat Cummins
that's
has to
true. Like
play till
that,
after
that was
2031.
like
no, no, I'm not
yeah.
saying I'm not saying Pat Cummins. I mean like
Yeah, since yeah you yeah
until before 2023 World Cup final, we were saying that it will be if India wins, it will be the revenge of Saurav Ganguly's uh,
See, I think you
England
can
in that
say
toss.
maybe 2015 revenge. This can be.
yeah because since it was a preview of the to the it was a
No, but
2015
still, it's
semi-final repeat,
Yeah, again you
it's a
can say ODI
Champions
World Cup
Trophy.
Champions Trophy.
but it is
Exactly.
an ODI tournament, so
I think
doesn't
beating
matter.
us at the MCG in a ODI World Cup final, but it won't happen because by the time the next, I mean, when it will happen? When will Australia again get a 50 over World Cup? Not before
Maybe
2035,
2035.
surely.
Probably
Maybe
35.
Yeah,
2035, maybe 2039.
No, not 39. I think because England has already hosted. Pakistan will not host.
30, 35, 35, I think England or Australia, one of them will get.
35 has to be Australia because Australia
35 or
because of
England
other.
or Australia or New Zealand, maybe one of them or
I mean,
both.
New Zealand won't host it alone if it
भाई
happens in Australia. Either it will be
मतलब
full Australia or
बारह
Australia
साल
New
बाद
Zealand.
revenge लेंगे क्या?
What is the remaining 60% according to you, Shubhrat?
To my view, I think winning trophy is the last thing, and yeah, I think India should focus on that. And yeah, just Yeah, match the number of I think teddies which Australia have.
Nothing.
What is saying? Nothing.
I asked.
I,
I asked.
I
Yeah,
think
exactly. Yeah,
yeah, he's telling that.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so
I
yeah,
mean, like that.
that
Just
loss cannot
2023.
be. Yeah,
Yeah. Like I mean, losing the a World Cup final in front of your home crowd is probably. I mean, it is
Bro,
it is
I just
it is
I just got a
as
news. I just got a news.
heartbreaking. What?
Two suicide bomb blast hit Pakistan military base.
and they want
Like,
tournament to happen in Pakistan.
yeah,
God
with
bless
India,
them.
India in there.
I think one match is
And since you brought the topic of Pakistan, I think some of the I think journalists were telling that the final will happen in Lahore only. I think someday they will make Travis Head their father, and someday they will make Butler their father. So I think this is their, I think, what to say, habit. Since you brought the topic, I think
Yeah, I think. I mean, to be honest, there are some maybe decent fans in Pakistan also. I mean, who love this game. To be honest, but
I mean to say अपना टीम
don't
देखो,
know.
तुम्हारा टीम निकल गया, तुम बाकी टीम का क्यों देख रहे हो कि कौन अच्छा खेलेगा कौन नहीं खेलेगा? तुमको क्या मतलब है इंडिया से या उससे?
I guess, I guess, yeah, I guess Pakistan also celebrated the win uh, against Pakistan itself, that
Yeah,
India won.
yeah. I think yeah. This time Pakistani crowd, like the way Kohli showed us, like scored a century. I think I saw some videos. They were celebrating. So Pakistani audience have realized that their team is now nothing, and they're mostly on the downside. So I think it's better to support good cricket. But
Saptarshi, can you check the
yeah,
chat box?
At
The
this
private
point,
chat
no,
box.
nothing. Okay.
No,
nothing.
the private
Private
chat
chat.
box.
All right, maybe we can wrap up if we don't have a lot today. In the next 3 to 5
Yeah,
minutes.
exactly.
Yeah. So I've written it.
Anyways, I think we should wrap it up. I mean, there are no further
Yeah, I
comments.
think
Yeah, I
we
think.
can. Yeah,
I think
we
yeah,
can
we can
carry
have
on
that
for.
discussion in the group also. So, anyways, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we
Thank
can
you,
have
everyone.
a discussion for 4 5. Oh, we are wrapping up.
Yeah.
I
I
think
think
slowly the comments were coming in. I think
Yeah,
I
if you
think
want, we can have for another 5 minutes.
5 minutes
then
we can continue.
yeah. Okay, then you guys can continue. I have to leave now. Then you
Sure,
can
sure,
Okay.
wrap.
sure.
Okay.
Because I think the comments are slowly coming up. So I thought that yeah, maybe
Yeah.
we can
Anyways,
stay for 5 more minutes.
India in the finals. Let's celebrate as a fan. Chalo, bye.
On guys, if you have any more comments, we can you can share with us before we wrap up. And before we wrap up, I think I wanted to ask both of you the winners of tomorrow's match,
South Africa. South Africa.
Satarshi and
I would say
yeah, like
New Zealand.
see India repeated the what happened in 2015. So I think it's now
Yeah,
South Africa's chance
reversed. You
to
can say not
avenge.
repeated, reversed.
Reversed. Yeah, I was not getting the right word. I want South Africa.
I want.
Shubhadeep is also saying. I think I
Yeah,
also
so
want South
I'm only
Africa because
I'm only saying New Zealand. See, I mean New Zealand and South Africa. To be honest, I don't want anyone. I want both
no,
then
Shubhadeep.
because
My
the
question
thing
is
is
that
none of. I mean both have
who
been
you
pretty unlucky
yeah.
on times at times.
Yeah, and
So
if
it's
those who are watching the audience also, like from cricketing perspective, who you think is the stronger team? Yeah,
I mean, and also I
okay.
think there's a difference between prediction and want. So I think
Wow.
I'm saying prediction New Zealand want. I would have said both. Like let both the teams lose. I think that's Bannert.
I want South Africa, and I personally feel South Africa is a stronger team.
I also personally feel South Africa is a stronger team in those conditions because if you go with man-to-man marking also, I think they are a better side. I think with likes of Markram uh, and the Rassi Van der Dussen, I think David Miller, I think Klassen.
To be honest, I want another good match. I mean, today also it went on for
But
quite a
I
bit,
feel if South
and to be
Africa
honest,
will
I
go to the
want a
final,
good
it will
match.
be a one-sided match. If New Zealand
And
will go, I
I
think
mean, the last two games, I want both good games, and particularly with ODI cricket's health at this point of time, we need good games. To be honest,
today was a good game. Actually, you
even if
cannot
New
call it a
Zealand wins, I'm
one-sided.
happy that in India won't be facing Klassen.
My view is that if India faces South Africa, it will be one-sided. I think they will be not able to decode. I think the spin.
Actually, I mean,
But I
Klassen
think
also has been sort of a head kind of thing for India. He has hit India a lot of times. The fact is just that head has converted those into some mammoth wins, which the
Mammoth
Indians
wins. Yes.
remember because of WDC, uh, that ODI World Cup, which was the biggest loss of all. Then even this time in BGT,
No,
he
did
hit
he do
two
well in
massive
the
hundreds.
2023 World Cup? I don't remember. I don't think so.
No, no, I'm saying Travis said.
No, no, I'm talking about Klassen.
Yeah, but I'm saying Klaasen also has played well against India multiple times in series, and the way he played the T20 World Cup, I mean, he almost gave them that kind of a shock, a hit kind of shock. But yeah, I mean, India
Yeah.
were a bit
My
lucky,
point
and
of view is that
their
yeah,
players
I
were
want to
good.
beat a new team rather than 2017 happening that we beat Pakistan in the group stage and then losing to that. Yeah.
Yeah. I want
But if
South
South
Africa.
Africa wins, also I will not be that sad because yeah, I think they also deserve to win. I think they have not.
I want South Africa to be honest. Uh,
New Zealand has won a lot. I think they have won the World Championship, Champions Trophy. Let South Africa win one more. But I would request South Africa to win the World Test Championship and don't win the same trophy twice.
Yeah, South Africa have a chance of winning two trophies this year.
Yeah, I will be backing obviously by any means. I will be backing them in the
yeah,
final
भाई
WTC
मतलब
final.
they have not won a trophy in so many years. They deserve it.
I mean, the
Yeah,
first two Champions Trophy were won by South Africa and New Zealand,
South
basically.
Africa and New Zealand and people. Yeah, that time it was not the Champions Trophy. That was the time it was Knockout Cup.
Yeah, knockout. In fact, the first three were won by South. I mean, the third one was shared between India and New Zealand, Sri Lanka. So you can say that the three teams which are left now won the first three.
Yeah,
And then I think West Indies won. Then Australia won two consecutive
West
times.
Indies,
Then again India,
Australia.
Pakistan. Australia won consecutive 6 and 9, and then
Yes,
13 India won,
six
17 Pakistan.
was held in India.
Where they defeated India in the finals, I believe.
Six. No, no. I think India was knocked out in the group stage only. I think if I'm not wrong. 2006 India didn't play well. 2004 I think West Indies beat England in the Lords.
Yeah. That I remember.
I think
Yeah, I mean that
Shimron
was a
and
pretty good
Chandrapal
match. I think they were
played
eight
a
down,
good
and
match.
then those two. I think the number 10 and number 9-10 got all those runs. I think someone at number 10 got 30-40, something like that. I think Shubhadeep may remember.
Campbell, Shubhadeep can tell us because he's the stats guy of our team along with Saptarshi also. So don't
I
undermine
mean, no,
yourself. But
I think
yeah,
we once discussed making a shot on that, but eventually maybe we
I think it
couldn't
was
end up making.
Campbell. If I'm not wrong, Chandrapal was there. I think Chandrapal played a good knock.
Yeah,
Uh,
I have that this thing. Chandrapal made
I watched the
27.
match. I think match highlight, but I don't. I'm not remember. Yeah, it was very deep. It was a good match. And
I wouldn't
2006
say
we all.
good match, but like Australia won it pretty
No. I'm
convincingly.
talking about the 2004 West Indies England. That was
Oh,
a
that
good
was
match.
a very good match. Like that was an epic of a match.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
I was watching. I remember watching it with
2006.
my father, and the next morning he
Oh,
was
okay.
slept early, and
No,
next
no.
morning he was.
I didn't used to watch cricket
Brown
that point
came to
of
the
time. I was very young
to the
that time.
party.
Brown came to the party. I was very young that time, so I don't remember. I started. Yeah. As I mentioned yesterday also, when I started actually watching cricket, like India started losing from 2014 onwards. So yeah, the only World Cup win I could enjoy was the 2024 World Cup fully.
And
I was
hopefully
also like,
2025. Hopefully
Yeah, as a channel we will always have, but I think
70 odd runs stand for the ninth wicket. Yeah. So I think it's 10:45. Also, I think 15
yeah.
minutes. So
Wrap it up.
let's
But,
wrap it
but
up.
but they added like 70 odd runs for the ninth wicket. That's some commendable stuff.
Yeah.
Cool guys, I'm dropping off. Let's wrap it up. Bye
Yeah.
bye.
So I think we are also
yeah,
closing it out.
I have
It's
to take some
we will
food
again meet tomorrow, and then
and
there will be. Uh,
I need
I
some
think
sleep also.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, so there will be a 3 day gap, and we will try to make some stuffs for the final before the
Yeah.
finals, and then the
So guys,
final
for you all,
and
yeah.
Champions Trophy will be over. Whatever happens in the finals, we will come and cover. Whether India
And then
ends up winning
obviously,
another trophy or whether there's another heartbreak, but we, as a cricket channel, would surely like to cover it.
surely, and I think I would say congratulations to India lastly, and I think kudos to Team India reaching the Champions Trophy final for the third consecutive time.
Yeah,
I think
surely kudos, and also best wishes to New Zealand and South Africa. Maybe
absolutely, and we will come tomorrow after the
maybe
live.
get a very close battle tomorrow. Cheers. Bye. Good
Absolutely.
night.
Thank you. Cheers. Stay tuned.